Hello, my name is Anthony Cammarano. I'm in my final semester of my bachelor's degree, majoring in management. And this reflection is designed to touch on all the important aspects of my time at Curtin University, being one of the first students to enjoy enhancing your business mind and identifying tools and activities that will help me on the way to securing a positive future, both professionally and in life as a whole. First off, I want to introduce the employability tool, a self-assessment activity that we completed in the first and last weeks of the semester. This activity looks at the 6 basic literacies of life, being basic, ethical, cultural and social, occupational, emotional, rhetorical, personal and critical. As you can see here, my results from week 1 show a proficiency in ethical, cultural and the social literacy, while all the other 5 have consistent results in comparison to each other. This would suggest that I am an all-rounded individual, having a high concern for accountability, ethical behaviour, and recognising the varying cultures within an environment. In comparison, my results from week 12 show increases in 4 literacies, being the ethical one, basic, personal, and occupational. Rhetorical and emotional literacies had a marginal decrease, suggesting that over the course of the semester, my problem solving, task management and emotional management skills declined. Reflecting back, it could be a result of taking on too much, working with a club committee, working part-time and commencing work experience, all while striving for the same academic excellence. Tiring myself out may have lowered my motivation, which makes sense with these results. Another aspect I noted when comparing these results was the increase in occupational literacy. According to the report, it suggests that my identification of a plan B and awareness of career paths were heightened, which again, reflecting back, makes sense due to the added attention I gave to finding work experience and identifying a concrete plan to improve my chances in finding a job upon graduation. Enrolling into enhancing your business mind had a sense of cluelessness, as much as it did curiosity. Being told by friends that I was lucky to avoid business capstone gave me some confidence, but I will admit that missing out on an internship opportunity for credits was disappointing. In the end, I was interested to see how the unit would play out and attempted to keep an open mind as much as possible. If there was anything that the unit taught me over the semester, it was that nothing was as it seemed. The Gaddy pictures had a sense of struggle to them, being unfamiliar with the format and having to think on the spot, making it more difficult. In hindsight, it made perfect sense to do the assessment in that way. After all, you really only get a short amount of time in an elevator to pitch your entire worth to a potential employer. Fun activities occasionally seem pointless for a university unit. However, the reflections we completed reinforce the links between the business world and classwork. Playing with Lego every few weeks was nostalgic. The underlying functions of the activity easily linked with teamwork, leadership, communication and creativity. Using the little bricks in the last week, described as being full circle within the unit, was almost symbolic in going full circle in life for me. Playing with Lego as a kid and now as a university graduate, reminding me that even though life is stressful, there's always time to have a bit of fun. In terms of personnel within my class, I was pleased to see a couple colleagues from previous units walk in. I believe having a familiar face in the room allowed me to settle in quicker, and through that, make new friends at the table and then through the group work during the semester. Valuing that sense of friendship is something that I grew to appreciate for the fact that I believe I work better when the personal relationships are positive as well. Overall, there are an abundance of lessons to take away from the unit and into the workplace. Being able to express my thoughts clearly, pitch myself and my ideas to anyone at any time, and remembering to let go once in a while and enjoy a fun activity to relieve stress and develop relationships with colleagues. My time at Curtin has been a roller coaster, academically and emotionally. I started my time here doing a double degree with journalism, but realised that as much as I enjoyed the units, it wasn't something that I saw myself doing professionally. I made the decision after first year to move to a singular Bachelor of Commerce, enrolled in tourism hospitality units, as well as management for a double major. After second year, I once again had the realisation that tourism and hospitality wasn't something that I saw myself doing as a career path. I made the decision to move to a solely management major degree. I'm using the already completed units from previous years as electives and credit carryover. In hindsight, making that decision when I did was a blessing, considering the impact that the industry has taken as a result of COVID-19. Finishing my management degree has been enjoyable and rewarding, with club opportunities and job applications defining the last 12 months of my education. If I had my time again, I likely would have been involved with the student societies earlier than I was, and actively networked more often to provide a base to launch from after graduation. I have achieved all that I wanted to achieve, but had to grind for that result rather than be free of stress. Upon my graduation in a couple of weeks, I eagerly anticipate my results and subsequent commencement of my postgraduate education. Spending the next 2 semesters completing a graduate diploma in professional accounting will put me in a better position to enter the workforce, increasing my employability to any potential suitors in both the management and the accounting industries. As mentioned earlier, the next step following graduation is to enter the postgraduate course in accounting, which in actual fact was my plan C back in January. Knowing I was finishing in June, the initial plan A, was to enter the workforce as quickly as possible, in any role that my degree would be relevant. Plan B was to enter another undergraduate course, a Bachelor of Secondary Education, which I believe may have been my best option to land a secure job for the long-term future. However, completing that would have been December 2026. Plan C, which is now coincidentally the path I will now take, was to enrol and complete the graduate diploma, delaying my entry into the full-time workforce by 12 months. This Plan C came about due to advancing through a graduate role application process right up to an in-person interview with EY, where I was ultimately unsuccessful. From this, an opportunity for work experience in the industry with a different company was offered, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the time that I've spent there. Continuing to perform well and gain industry and theoretical knowledge is now the priority for the immediate future to ensure that Plan C comes to fruition. Looking back, the LEGO activity in the final seminar of the unit allowed me to reflect and describe how I felt after the last 6 months. The unsuccessful interview, followed by offers for the work experience and a graduate diploma, is a perfect example of how one door closes, another one opens, which I attempted to construct in the time available. Reflecting back on the last 3.5 years at Curtin, I hope to never forget the good times spent in class and with friends around campus. I hope to remember the motivation I had to maintain, as well as the long journey it took to get to the end in satisfaction. I hope to implement the care and concern I developed in class to the workplace, and I hope to maintain the strong presence I have within the team to bring out the best in my colleagues and in myself. In 5 years' time, I hope that my future self is stable in their placement, or at least make movements to be relatively stable and happy where they are. I hope that they are making moves to construct a stable future for themselves and any potential family they have started or are about to start. Above all, I hope my future self in 5 years' time is comfortable and happy, professionally, mentally, and emotionally. In conclusion, my journey through my bachelor's degree was eventful but enjoyable. Finally settling on the degree I'm comfortable in and having a concrete plan to follow, with backups, gives me the confidence to move forward with my career and with my life in general. My career plans had already changed 3 times in the last 6 months, but that is a testament to the ever-changing nature in society. Over the course of this last semester, the learnings I have extracted from enhancing your business mind has been, and will be, beneficial for my professional career, as well as reminding me that there is always time for calculated fun to relieve the stress and negative emotions. The employability tool gave reports from the start and the end of the semester, and the results accurately explain the difference in my abilities and feelings within the reports. Having slight declines in rhetorical and emotional literacies explain the added stress I felt during the semester, while the increase in occupational literacy explained the added attention I gave to my future and career paths. I would like to personally thank you for your time and efforts this semester in delivering Enhancing Your Business Mind. It has been a thoroughly rewarding experience, and I'm more than satisfied with the learnings and experiences that I have gained from the unit. All the very best for the future. My name is Anthony Cammarano. Thank you for your time.